y'all doing? Well, I tell you what, I sure am excited. Lord have mercy, I'm excited. We got over 2,800 subscribers. Oh my goodness. I've got subscribers from all over the world. I thank you so very much. I mean, South America, Australia, the Middle East, the Far East, Europe, Canada, Central America, Mexico, all over the United States, Japan. I mean, my goodness, 30-something countries. And I can't thank y'all enough. I'm just so excited. Anyhow, I was going through my videos here, looking at what I've put up past maybe 10 or so, and I realized that too many of them was just me expressing my opinion on something, you know. Now, it's one thing if I want to share something with you where you can save money, because that's the whole idea behind doing it cheap. Well, I need to get it back in here and start to, you know, give you some more reviews on tools and gadgets and, you know, different things that, you know, save you money or some more practical type things instead of me just running my mouth like I've been doing here for about 2 minutes already. Anyway, today's video we are going to look at the 670cc engine, the Predator engine that Harbor Freight sells. I'm real excited about it because I've got plans for this engine. If y'all seen them meter-made three-wheelers, some of them were Cushman, some of them were West Coaster. Well, I got one of them, and it uses an Onan twin-cylinder engine. But Lord have mercy, they're so old. I come across this engine here that I'm going to show you, and I think it's just going to fit the ticket just right. Anyhow, be back just a few minutes, and we're going to talk about the Predator 670cc engine. Alright, well here it is. 670 cc's gasoline engine. Now, I bought this at one of Harbor Freight's tent sales. You ever want to get a bargain, you go to them tent sales, because what happens is the managers are given permission to sell stuff at a lower price because it was either returned because somebody, maybe it didn't work for them, and they returned it and went back to the factory refurb center, and they looked at it and said, well, hell, he didn't do this or he didn't do that, and they sent it right back out. This one was an open box, and the feller bought it, took it home, and then realized that it wasn't going to work for his application. It's never had oil in it, never had gasoline in it, it's never had a battery hooked up to it. Well, we're going to do all that today, and we're going to see how this thing works. It'll be the first time to ever start it, and I'm going to do it while filming. I'm not going to start it and then come back and show you how easy it is, because that wouldn't be a true review. But let me just go over a few features of this thing. Basically, this is what it looks like coming right out of the box. We've got choke. We got two keys here, you know, ignition switch, just like in your car. We got a circuit breaker to reset in case you blow, you know, mess something up. Here we have a throttle cable, and notice I said throttle cable. I didn't say accelerator cable. Accelerator would be where you push on it and it's spring loaded and come out. But this is your throttle cable where you can, you know, set it for a certain speed and it just runs. Alright, let's see other features here. I want to point out that what I like, one of the things I do like about it, you see that yellow cap right there? Just like in your automobile, to put oil in this engine, you put it in the top of the valve cover. And to check the oil, we actually have a dipstick here. Instead of having to screw that little thing in and out, we've actually got a dipstick. And basically you got a low mark and a high mark, that's it. We got electric start, like I mentioned before. Let me show it to you. There's a nice starter on it. I tell you what, that starter is almost as big as the starter was on my Ford Falcon. It comes with this tag tied to it. It's a number 1, connect and fill gas tank and add fuel stabilizer. There is no gas tank with this now. You got to have your own fuel tank. Then it says add engine oil. In my personal opinion, we ought to reverse that. The very first thing, in my opinion, that you ought to do is add engine oil. Because you can forget to put gas in it, and it ain't gonna start ruining nothing. But if you forget to put oil in it, and you start it up, you done burnt your engine up. So anyway, all right. Sorry about that hiccup. My memory card actually got full, and it kicked me off. So to reiterate, this came with it. It was tied on there. It says, like I said, number 1, connect and fill gas tank and add fuel stabilizer. Number 2, add oil. I think it ought to be reversed. Put your oil in your engine first. You can't crank it without gas, so you're not going to hurt nothing. But you get gas hooked to it, and then somebody's going to get anxious, turn the key, and all of a sudden you got to burn up motor because you didn't add oil. All right. Let's see. I believe when I went home, I'd already talked about where to fill it up. The next thing that came with the engine was this 1/4-inch square stock. This piece of square stock came with it, you know, for the drive shaft or the crankshaft, whatever. Anyway, the thing of it is, it was just there. It wasn't taped in place. It wasn't tied on, nothing. It was just there. So I urge you, if you buy one, first thing you want to do is reach in the box, take that out and put that in your pocket, because you don't want that to get lost and you got to go buy another one. But I did measure it, and it's a 1/4-inch square stock. All right. And like I said, I'm going to put that in my pocket right now. Well, actually, I'm going to put it here in my toolbox in a specialty drawer. Okay, nice muffler. The engine does come with extra gaskets, so if you want to change your exhaust system. Rotate on around here. Now, something else I do like is the fact that this thing has a spin-on oil filter. You know, just like you put on, just like any large engine would have. And I'm hoping y'all can see that okay. Anyway, it's got a spin-on oil filter. It also has an oil cooler. It's got a radiator for the oil. Let me move this over here. And let's just see if we get better lighting, or if it just shows up better. I don't know. It might. Anyway, we actually got a radiator here for oil. You see the 2 lines coming up to circulate. But like so many of these engines, I got the most horrible place to drain oil, and it's a little side plug down here. I haven't unbolted it from the board it was shipped with. I don't know if it's got a drain plug directly underneath it or not. The air filter is accessible without tools. All you have to do is unscrew this right here, and these 2 little things right here, and that's all come apart and get to your air filter, no problem. Comes with a fuel filter already right here, ready to go. And so I am about ready to put oil in it, put the gas to it, and I'm going to see if I can just crank it with jumper cables instead of hard wiring it. So we'll be back in a few minutes. We'll see what we can come up with. Oh, something else I forgot to tell you. It comes with some high altitude kits. Now here in Tennessee, I'm at low enough altitude I don't have to worry about it. But we got these 2 altitude kits. One of them's 93140, one of them's 93141, and they're both the Z120 110. I'll just put these in my toolbox so I know where they are. But anyway, these are high altitude kits. So that's something else that come with it. And also, I believe a spark plug wrench came with it. And here are those gaskets I told you come with the owner's manual. So, let me get back to what I was doing here, and we'll get this all fired up here in a minute. First of all, I've got to put oil in it. Okay, so my battery wasn't fully charged, so I've got a battery charger on it. And I put jumper cables on the battery. I put the negative cable on the engine block. I'm going to put the positive up here where it says connect positive battery cable. And I've got oil in it. And I've got gasoline. Here's a gasoline tank, you know, with about 8 ounces of gasoline here going into the engine. Just siphoned it so it's gravity fed now. The engine is just sitting on this board on top of this rolling toolbox. I ain't never cranked this thing up before. What could possibly go wrong with this picture? Well, here we go. Alright, I did turn the engine over just like that right there before I put gas to it, just to make sure that I had enough oomph out of my old battery over there. But I did not try to crank it with gas hooked to it. Okay, so I've got my positive cable clamped on here. I'm going to pull the choke out. Even though it's 90 degrees, we still got to get gas to it for the first time. Up is fast, down is slow. I'm going to put about 1/3 throttle, I guess. We'll see. All right. Ready for testing. Contact. I've got it just low as the throttle will go. You don't want to run an engine very fast that has no load on it. You can sling a rod. Alright, let's see if it'll start right back up now. Better give it a little more gas. Choke. Try it again. I don't like that. Well, there you have it. I don't know why I have to choke it to start it. Maybe somebody more experienced than I have can tell me. It may just be that it needs to be broken in. You know, I mean, this right here is all that's ever been run, to my knowledge. And I'm looking forward to putting it in my buggy. Let's try it one more time, then I'm going to sign off of here. Well, there you have it, folks. That's the 670cc engine. Now, I've never had one of these before. The whole purpose of this video was to learn together. What have we got here? I'm tickled to death it fired right up. However, maybe somebody knows more about engines than I do to tell me, why am I having to choke it just a little? I mean, just pull it out, it fires, and I push the choke in and we're good to go. So why am I having to choke it to get it to start? I mean, obviously we don't have a gas pedal to pump, you know, like getting your car, hit the gas pedal a couple times, let that carburetor squirt a little gas, you know. So we don't have that benefit here. And there's no primer bulb to get to. Hell, I don't even know where the carburetor is. Hidden down, well, the breather's here, so it's hidden down in the air. So we have no means of, you know, like giving a little shot of gas. So I don't know if that's a defect or not. Anybody else that's got one of these, let me know what their experience is with it. But there you go, folks. You're seeing it right out of the box, so to speak. And I appreciate you watching. I appreciate you subscribing. It means a lot to me. Don't cost you a thing in the world, but it means a lot to me, and I do appreciate it. If you like my videos, please share them with your friends, and don't forget, every 500 subscribers we give away something. We're over 2,800 now. I can't believe it. I'm excited. Thank y'all very much. Y'all have a wonderful day and a better tomorrow. Bye.